Hey there, today we're going to talk about a very important topic that some of you might find controversial, but I don't care because I'm here to give you the truth. In this video, we're going to discuss the 6 golden rules to destroy her ego, and let me tell you, this video is not for the faint of heart. So buckle up and get ready to take some notes, because things are about to get real interesting. Let's dive in. 1. Don't always be the one to initiate contact. Let her reach out to you sometimes. Imagine you're in a game of chess, and you always make the first move. Your opponent starts to catch on and begins to anticipate your next move. In a similar way, if you're always the one to initiate contact with a woman, she may start to feel like she has you figured out and lose interest. But if you occasionally let her make the first move, it creates an element of unpredictability that keeps things exciting. It shows that you have a life outside of her, and that she's not your entire focus. This can be incredibly alluring to a woman because it makes her feel like she has to work a little harder to win your attention. By letting her pursue you, it also creates a sense of investment in the relationship. She feels like she has something to lose if she doesn't put in the effort to keep your attention. And when she does reach out to you, it can be a huge boost to her ego because it shows that you value her enough to wait for her to make a move. By not always being the one to initiate contact, you also give yourself time to focus on your own goals and interests. 2. Don't put her on a pedestal or treat her like she's better than you. Remember that you are both equal. When you elevate a woman to an unrealistic pedestal, you're setting yourself up for disappointment and creating a false sense of superiority in her. While it's natural to admire and respect the qualities that make her special, treating her like an untouchable goddess can actually do more harm than good. Remember, you're both individuals with unique traits, flaws, and aspirations. By recognizing each other's humanity and treating each other as equals, you'll be on the path to building a healthy and fulfilling relationship. Treating someone as if they are superior to you can be a form of submission, which can ultimately damage the balance of power in the relationship. This is especially true when it comes to romantic relationships, where a power imbalance can be particularly damaging. Putting someone on a pedestal can also be seen as an indication of low self-esteem or a lack of confidence. It can give the impression that you feel unworthy of the person you are pursuing, which can actually be a turn-off for some people. On the other hand, treating someone as if they are inferior to you can be disrespectful and damaging to their self-esteem. It can create resentment and undermine the trust and respect that are necessary for a healthy relationship. By treating someone as an equal, you are showing that you respect them and value them as a person. 3. Don't be too available or eager to please her. Remember to prioritize your own needs and desires as well. When you are too available or eager to please a woman, you may unintentionally communicate that your own needs and desires are not important. This can create an unhealthy dynamic where she is used to always getting what she wants and may not fully appreciate your efforts. It's important to remember that you are your own person with your own life, interests, and priorities. By prioritizing your own needs and desires, you not only demonstrate self-respect, but also establish healthy boundaries in the relationship. This can actually make you more attractive to her because it shows that you are a confident and independent person who values themselves. Being too available or eager to please a woman can make you appear needy or desperate, which can be a major turn-off. It's important to maintain a sense of independence and not rely solely on the woman for your happiness and validation. Of course, this doesn't mean you should completely ignore her or be selfish in the relationship. It's important to find a balance and make time for each other. 4. Don't let her walk all over you or disregard your boundaries. It's important to stand up for yourself and communicate your needs clearly. Listen here, buddy. You can't let a woman take advantage of you like that. You need to put your foot down and let her know that you won't tolerate being treated like garbage. If she wants to be with you, she needs to respect you and your boundaries. Don't be a doormat and let her walk all over you. Stand up for yourself and don't let her think that she's better than you. Women these days think they can just do whatever they want and get away with it. It's time for men to take a stand and assert their dominance. If you let a woman walk all over you and ignore your boundaries, you're basically telling her that she's in control and you're just a weakling who can't stand up for himself. You need to show her that you're not going to put up with that kind of behavior and that you have the balls to stand up for yourself. You need to find the right balance between assertiveness and respectfulness. You can communicate your needs clearly without being a jerk about it. And if a woman can't handle that, then she's not worth your time anyway. 5. Don't constantly apologize or take the blame for things that aren't your fault. When you apologize too much, it makes you look weak and like you don't have any confidence in yourself. And if you're constantly taking the blame for things that aren't your fault, you're letting other people walk all over you. Now, I'm not saying that you should never apologize or take responsibility for your actions. Of course, you should own up to your mistakes and try to make things right. But you shouldn't let someone else manipulate you into feeling guilty when you haven't done anything wrong. That's just not fair. You need to stand up for yourself and communicate your needs clearly, just like I said before. If someone is trying to make you feel guilty for something you didn't do, you need to calmly and respectfully explain why you're not at fault. And if they still insist on blaming you, then you need to walk away from the situation. 6. Don't constantly flatter her or give her too much attention. All right, let's talk about the importance of not constantly flattering her or giving her too much attention in a relationship. It's important to remember that a healthy relationship involves both parties putting in effort and attention. If one person is constantly seeking attention or flattery, it can create an unhealthy power dynamic and put pressure on the other person to constantly provide validation. While it's important to show appreciation and affection in a relationship, constantly showering your partner with flattery can come across as insincere or even manipulative. Additionally, giving too much attention can lead to an unhealthy level of dependence on your partner and neglecting your own personal interests and hobbies. It's important to maintain a balance in a relationship where both partners feel valued and appreciated without feeling smothered or pressured. This means having open and honest communication about each other's needs and boundaries. I hope you found our discussion insightful and informative. Remember, the goal is not to hurt or demean women, but rather to establish healthy boundaries and maintain a balance of power in your relationships. It's important to keep in mind that these rules should not be applied in a manipulative or abusive manner. Rather, they should serve as a guide for healthy communication and mutual respect. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more informative content.